It's time for Begnaud's America, where CBS News contributor David Begnaud finds the heart in every story. Dr. Bryant Lin, a professor at Stanford University, received a life-changing diagnosis. In response, he decided to teach his students about it, giving them a raw look at his very personal fight against cancer.
You know you're old when your kids can beat you at stuff.
Last year, Dr. Bryant Lin had a lingering cough, and he thought it might be allergies. 6 weeks later, it was confirmed to be stage 4 lung cancer.
You had a lot of disease here.
Have you ever smoked?
Never smoked.
You ever been around people who smoked?
Not really.
And here's the twist. Dr. Lin has spent many years as a professor at Stanford University, researching and teaching about non-smoker lung cancer.
Completely, very important. Ironically, I become the poster child for the disease.
You're warning people about it, and here you are. The odds of you getting it are what?
So the odds, it's interesting. For Asians now, we're thinking that the odds are higher. Asian women have twice the rate of non-smoker lung cancer than non-Asian women.
Dr. Lin made a surprising decision. He created a Stanford course based around his diagnosis and treatment.
I was diagnosed, I have stage 4 cancer, which is not curable. I will highly likely die of this cancer or something related to this cancer. It may be 1 year, it may be 2 years, it may be 5 years, I really don't know. I promised myself I wouldn't choke up, and now I'm choking up.
So you get a terminal diagnosis and you decide, well, I'm gonna go teach about it.
Sounds crazy, right? Yeah.
Dr. Lin doesn't like to give advice.
But I'll ask you to share with us the lessons that you find work best for you.
This is one thing. People come up to me, how come you're so happy? How come you're so positive? I think partially because of my attitude. And I think one, of course, I was born that way. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, jolly. But two, I think try to be kind. It's easy to forget to be kind when you're sick. It's easy to forget to be kind when you're not feeling well, when you're busy, when life has you down.
He opened the course with a letter written by one of his former patients, which underscores the type of doctor he hopes these students will become.
So, dearest Dr. Lin, I wanted to thank you so much for taking such good care of me in my old age. You treated me as you would treat your own father, and I received this letter 2 weeks after he died. He spent time writing a letter for me during his last days of life. In a way, this class is part of my letter, part of what I'm doing to give back to my community.
What was the lesson you were trying to teach?
One thing I observed early on is even though I knew what a patient goes through as a doctor, I didn't really know. So I wanted to kind of rebalance the proportion of what medical students see in a typical class in medical school.
In week 3 of his college course, Dr. Lin, who is a primary care physician, shared his chemotherapy journey, giving students a raw, behind-the-scenes look into the emotion and physical toll of cancer.
You're almost done. Just make sure you get every drop.
Feeling okay, a little nauseous, avoiding the Chipotle today because of that.
You more focused on living or preparing for death?
Living. So this is something I think surprised students in the class. There's tiles and there are letters.
What matters to you these days?
Number one, time with family.
With a Z, I know is a word.
Dr. Lin and his wife, Christine, are parents to 17-year-old Dominic and 13-year-old Atticus.
Triple 18.
They have both been candid with the boys about his diagnosis and the prognosis.
I'll just read the last few paragraphs.
Okay.
Dr. Lin has saved letters that he's written for his boys for a time he knows is coming.
There are things we can't control, like health. Gratitude can provide an overarching goodness as you build your lives. Whether I'm here or not, what I want you to know is that I love you. Of the many things I've done that have given my life meaning, being your daddy is the greatest of all. This letter would not be complete if it didn't include how essential your mom is in our lives. Listen to her, and if I'm not around, you have to take care of her. I love you all.
At the end of the 10-week course,
Yet today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of this earth.
the 50-year-old Dr. Lin read for his students another letter, inspired by Lou Gehrig's farewell.
When you have students and former residents reaching out to pray for you, chant with you, and wish you well, that's something. When you have a father and mother who worked all their lives to send you to medical school, it's a blessing. When you have a wife who's been a tower of strength and shown more courage than you dream existed, that's the finest I know. So I close in saying that I may have had a tough break, but I have an awful lot to live for. Thank you, and it's been an honor.
Wow, I don't even know what to say about that. That's one of the best ones I've seen. You know, it's one of those things we know we're all going to die, but when you know that, when you know that your time is finite, you keep hoping against hope that maybe something will change here. This man, what Dr. Lin is doing and how he's living his life and the lessons that he's teaching us all.
And if you know,
I don't
what
know
are you
what to
doing
say
with that
about that.
time? Yeah. What are you doing with that time?